Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good.
Great.
Here's Ashley. Becca will be here one sec.
Okay. There'll be three of us today.
Mhm.
All right.
Hillary. Yep. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
And did you work with any of the information that?
Yeah, I started reading it, um, and I started looking at the replay again, and what I'm and working on getting organized with my mantras and things like that, so that I get a routine going.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Mm.
Ashley is driving, so she's with us by phone. She'll be on camera in a little bit, but be
Okay.
okay.
Can
And
I?
Becca will be here in a minute.
All right. Can I say one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, just for informational purposes,
Mm-hmm.
my name is spelled with a Y, not an I.
I
That's
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. You're correcting my typo mistake. Is that what you're
yeah.
doing?
Yes, I didn't really think this was the place to do it, but
Probably,
there's a reason.
probably not. Probably not, Sonia.
Okay, well then we will talk later.
Yeah. If I made a mistake, I apologize. I am
Yes,
human.
yeah, I understand, and I'm not upset with you at all. It was just something else more to that. That was the
Oh,
beginning of the story, but
oh,
that's okay. We can talk about it later.
okay. Did it trigger you? I guess that's the question to ask you. Oh, there she is. Did it trigger you?
Yes,
Ah, okay.
and I would like to go into that in more detail, but we can do that later.
Absolutely. Well, this subject today will probably highlight some of that for you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Here
you.
comes Becca. You have not met Becca yet, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes,
the
you
we
first
met
did.
session.
Okay.
last 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Hi, Becca.
Hi, I totally forgot last Friday.
Did you? Okay, okay.
I just texted you.
I got it.
Okay. All right. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I just got back from a massage and having something to eat. So, and I'm very busy. I have a project that I'm working on.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're going to be doing a little teaching today from Emmett Fox. Emmett Fox was born in the 1800s, died, I think, in 50, maybe 52 or 55 in that area, 19. Um, he was instrumental in the AAA group. He probably one of the first New Thought ministers, but he was an engineer actually.
Mm.
So born in Ireland, and so basically, you're all gonna love this. So the reality that you have, that we have, is what we need right now. So
Right.
Sonia, what just you just shared with me, it was something that you needed right now to be aware of.
Yeah, I figured that. And
So,
yeah,
so, so whatever is coming up, but it's not just that. It's
Do we have somebody named Ash with us too?
She's driving.
Oh, makes sense.
Yes. So yes, she's with us, hearing.
She
And
can hear you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she'll be in the when she gets back.
Okay.
So reality is layered. And so one of the things that we need in our days, every one of us needs inner stillness. So how do you get this inner stillness? Well, by not rushing around, by not watching TV, by turning off whatever it is that's distracting us. But also, so whatever we're seeing in the outer world is, a reflection of what's coming up for us in the inner world. I can use this as an example for me, if I used myself, or I can use anybody as an example. So, we can have peace wherever we are. It's a matter of our focus. So he talks about, there's a couple of things that I'm meshing together here. Jesus talked about the kingdom of God is within. It is the same as heaven. Heaven is not a place to go to. It is not like, oh, I can't wait to, because I know there's a lot of people that can't wait to get to heaven. No, it's like I'll be happy when I have the money I wish for. I'll be happy when my husband does what I want him to do. I'll be happy when my health, no. We have
We're happy now.
exactly. So whatever we're experiencing is because we need to be experiencing it. So talking about think, pray, act. So every thought we think is a prayer. And our thoughts, rather than allowing them to just run amok, we really need to kind of get a grasp on them, tell our mind what we want to think. But basically, everyone in our world is a mirror of our inner world. True prayer is the code of the creator. Prayer is an activation, and God's the key. So he talks about there's really not miracles, and I've talked about miracles all the time, that well, this was a miracle. Well, apparently it is just something that we attracted, and it had to do with what we are thinking of. And the more that we hold this vision of internal peace, love, and unity within ourselves, rather than judging everything about ourselves, judging our physical form, judging our illness. So, for example, if you have diabetes, what am I supposed to learn from this? What is it about the way I've been thinking about life that created it? And then how can I shift my thoughts so that I can heal it? Same thing with, let's say, high blood pressure, or misalignment of the spine, or fibromyalgia. The same thing. Thoughts create an emotion that creates a perpetual thought that we run and run, right, until we make ourselves sick. So we can reverse engineer. If we created it, we can also heal it.
My massage therapist today, I said something about it's harder to move my body because there's more of me. And she said, your body is perfect the way it is. In the moment, in the now, we are right where we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to be. Because if there's bad things happening, it's because we need to learn, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Find the lesson, learn the lesson, and it will go away, and you'll come out on the other side. I hope.
Yeah. So for example, the the stuff that's been going on with my children, it's been interesting that I have really let it go. I've really let it go. Obviously, there's something happening for them and something happening for me in this moment. And when that no longer ceases to be what we all need, then things will shift. And I'm feeling internal shifting happening. So Jesus talks about going into your closet. I don't know if that's exactly the word in the Bible, but basically going within. We need to go within. And we're so often distracted by the things going on, which is intentional. They're trying to fragment us, the ones that run the world. But we need not to be deceived by what is going on out there, because it is all a distraction. So we receive what we receive because we are at that frequency. And so we're not trying to convince God. What we are doing is aligning our frequency. So when we are aligned to peace, love, and joy, that's what we will experience. Some interesting things happening. The good news that I wanted to share, and this is an aside, but it's coming up right now, so I'll mention it. When I did this last telesummit with the Happy Vice community, I pre-sold a course that I thought that would take me just a couple of weeks to get it loaded into a platform, and I totally forgot that somebody paid me for portion A. And she very kindly let it ride, and just sent me an email. I think it was, day was it? Today is Friday, so maybe it was Tuesday. She sent me an email. Hey, by the way, I paid for the Healing the Mother Wound course. I haven't received. No, she didn't even say that. She just kind of put it out there. I've paid for this course. And very kind, very, very patient. And I said, what have I sent you? Absolutely nothing. So anyway, I was like, okay, I had been trying to learn and put my head around the technical aspects of it for 2 years. I love the balloons. And what I came to realize is, Jennifer, if it's taken you this long to attempt to get it on the platform, do you think another week or another month is going to make a difference for you? No. It's time. I have to hire somebody. So I hired somebody to do it for me. I was up until like 2:00 in the morning, Wednesday morning. I wrote. I got, the videos are all done. And I sent some videos off to be cut in half. What I'm saying is, when someone says something to us, it's to take it in, okay, not react, okay, or what do I need to do about this? Get the thing done. So I managed to, get her something. It wasn't on the platform, but I gave her all the words. I gave her all the videos. And so what I'm saying is that moved a tremendous amount of energy without me going into guilt and shame about it.
Right.
So this kind of thing shows up in our lives. What is it I need to do to feel good about this? How do I need to shift my frequency? What do I need to think so that I'm not in a state of guilt or overwhelm? What do I need to do? Is there an action I need to take? So asking ourselves these questions will help us to move forward, without guilt or shame. For example, I have a friend, I go to trivia. The guy that does trivia is, he's got stomach cancer, and he's in the final stages. He sent us a text and said it seems to have gone to his brain. And
Oh no.
we didn't have trivia last week. He kind of reacted and responded, and then we all he canceled it this week. And just being present with it, being present with loved ones when they acknowledge that, hey, my time is up. What do you need to do for yourself? What do you need to do for them? And asking questions it's more expansive than going into fear, shame, or anything else. Okay. Oh, so the other thing, prayer is not about when, prayer is about what.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Prayer is not about when, prayer is about what. God is moved. God is working for us. God answers prayers. Now, we may say, well, I have prayed all these prayers and there's been no response. Well, that's a response in itself. Maybe the timing isn't now. Maybe there's more that we need to learn. Okay. So, Sonia, did you have a question?
No.
Okay.
I'm getting a phone call. I'm trying to get rid of it.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
what we need to do is affirm what it is we're asking without begging, without pleading, right? Not that God, not that God needs us to really do anything, but you can choose words with reverence, the words that soften your heart, clear doubt, and there is a law. So, which is what I'm getting to. There is a law that permeates all of reality. It is always in play, always in play. Basically, and the Rolling Stones did this song, you don't always get what you want on, you get what you need, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
remember
we
that.
are getting what we need, not what we want on. Okay. Any questions so far? Because there's a lot here.
All in God's timing.
Yeah. So life can become a living prayer. Yeah. In stillness, we are closest to God. And we can go into what is God, who is God. I can sort of lay that out if you have questions about that. That could be a whole other other section or course. All right.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So the world has taught us to chase money, chase love, chase a relationship, chase success. And yet it is all about being home in here, home in our hearts, home in our kingdom. This is where heaven is. Now, it could feel like hell depending on what's going on here, right? So changing this changes this. So when we recognize somebody, let's just say they shun us, they don't want to see us, that, I'm done with you, whatever it is, whether it's a breakup, a friend breakup, or somebody doesn't want to speak to you anymore. Just being in the moment with, what do I need? What am I feeling? How could I feel differently about this? What am I learning? How am I growing through this? Because this is the whole idea. We are here to learn, grow, and evolve. And our outer responds to our inner frequency. Whatever we are vibrating here, for example, if we're in fear, okay, all right, I didn't say that. My guides are like, contempt. I don't know why contempt is coming up, but I'm going to mention it. If we are holding contempt, whether it's for ourselves or someone else, then we're going to find that in our outer world. It's going to mirror, and that is the law, is that whatever we are holding in our heart.
Can I ask a question? What is contempt, please?
Yeah. It's a combination of hatred, resentment,
Disgust, maybe.
some of that righteous indignation. It's a whole ball of wax of emotions that that is kind of round up in there. So I'll give you an example. A client that I've worked with, narcissistic husband, he cheated on her with someone, said he was celibate, gets the girl pregnant, immaculate conception, and then they have a special needs son, and he continually brings this kid back to her, unclean, unshaven, unbathed, and of course, for her to have contempt, that would be an easy thing for her to have contempt. But we have to rise above that and recognize that's where he is. That's where he is. Can't do anything about him, but I can do something about what I feel about him. I can't control him. I can control me. So, for example, if your living situation um, is something that you wish were different, I'm speaking to you, Ashley, and myself, and maybe all of us here. So you may think, well, I could be safer in another place, but what is it I'm supposed to be learning about this time, this place, the people around me? What is it that is supporting me in my growth right now? What is it that is being triggered in me, that's upsetting me, that makes me want to go somewhere else? What is it? Maybe there's an aspect of comfort here with a lot of other emotions. Maybe a pattern is surfacing that I have not dealt with, and that's why I'm in this space. And Becca, I'm seeing you processing.
I am.
Okay. And if anyone has anything to share while we go along, absolutely. Okay, so sickness is the outer response to the inner frequency. It doesn't matter what kind of sickness it is. It reflects what we vibrate. We attract what we are. And it doesn't matter whether our thoughts are silent or loud, but these silent thoughts have a frequency, a vibration. And our inner world is not, I'm laughing because it's not private. We might think it's private, but God knows. God knows what's in our heart always, which is takes me back to the movie with Jim Carrey and Morgan Freeman, where Morgan Freeman is God and Jim Carrey thinks he could do a better job. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, I never did see it.
You
I never saw
didn't?
the whole thing all the way through.
Oh, I love.
Now you make me want to see it.
Oh, it's really good because there every prayer is a post-it note, and there's all these millions of post-it notes and files, and think about God getting all these prayers. What an amazing being to be able to answer all these prayers. How, it's like, so we're not to think that God it's not a human being, not a man. It is not a man. God is not a man. God is not an it. God is not even a he or a she. But this,
Beyond our comprehension.
yeah,
To
incredible.
be able to deal with everything. I read a book one time where Jesus was speaking, I think it was the Left Behind series, which was interesting. But at the end, Jesus comes and he's talking to everybody at the same time in their own language to their own needs. And people are like, how can this be happening? But it's because he's not human. It's not, we're not limited. There's no time limit. There's no
limit at all. There's no limit.
No. So yeah, I mean, and that was just so comforting, I think. You can have a direct link with God, and God is paying 100% attention to you while he's paying it, whatever, while that is paying attention to everyone.
Yeah. To you, to me, to Ashley, to Sonia.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there aren't the human limitations.
No, there's no limitation. Yeah. Omnipresent, unlimited, omnipotent. Yeah.
Yeah, omnipresent. I like that. Yeah.
So we attract what we are. Our inner world is not set to private. and then the other thing is the judgment. This is something that's come up recently because of all the things going on in the media. I don't have to mention what they are, but we judge. We look at, why haven't they done this? Why haven't they done that? Why is he doing this? Why is she doing that? We judge everything. We judge. Hang on, there's a fighter jet going over. Speaking of.
Yeah, but there's so much judgment in that too.
Yeah, and we also we get sick and we judge the illness instead of giving it love. I mean, that's what it needs. That's what an illness needs, is love, kindness, gentleness. All right. So you each of you, each of us, we're created to shape the world. So we need to go to our beliefs, go to our assumptions. What are we assuming? What am I assuming about life? What am I assuming about myself? I like that one. What laws am I obeying about my subconsciousness? Is it that I must shrink to be accepted? That I'm not safe? That I must strive to be loved? We've often held those thoughts and beliefs. So I'm going to say, and this is big. You're not broken. You're programmed, and programming can be rewritten. So it just needs to be recognized. Awareness, right? Awareness, recognizing what is it I'm thinking? What is it I'm feeling? What is my habitual thought? What's my habitual focus? How can I rise above this? How can I think differently about myself? How can I be more loving? How can I be more accepting? So recognize where you've accepted beliefs, and for example, when you believe that you're poor, you repel abundance. When you believe that you're unloved or unlovable, you repel love. Boy, do I know. For years and years and years, I wanted a man to love me. love me. And meanwhile, I rejected myself. So how can I attract somebody who's going to love me when I hate myself? It's hard to do. All right. So to change our life, we must change the reprogramming into inner authority, that we all have inner authority for this and this. And so the world is at your service, the service of your consciousness, and your world does not need you to blame or shame or complain. It needs reseeding. So we're talking about reseeding. How would you like to reseed your mind, your heart? Sickness is a long-held misalignment, a belief about ourselves, a belief about what happened to us, a belief which it carries an accompanying frequency. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about God, the 7 main aspects of God. We might as well roll right into it, right? Okay, so God is not a magnified human. God is not a person. God is infinite, unlimited. We talked about that. It's not a he or him. It's not a she or sure. It's not an it. It's everything. Prayer is just thinking about God. And so one of the things that Emmett Fox, I love this guy. I love this man. How it is that I've been on the planet 70 years, and almost 71, and hadn't found this man. I don't know. And he's my grandson's namesake. I didn't even know this. Emmett. So all we have to do is think about God to shift our frequency, to shift illnesses, to shift the thoughts that we're having, to shift a feeling. All we need to do is think about God. And the thing that I'm going to say about that is, when we are born, apart from this family that we're born into, I'm not taking any of that. When we are born into love, acceptance, infinity. That is who we are. That divine spark of God is in every single one of us. We all were born loving ourselves, loving all parts of ourselves. And then we got reprogrammed. We got programmed, which shifted all of that. And why? So then that programming is the catalyst for us to heal, grow, and learn. So where I'm at today is not where I was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, say way back, childhood, teenage years. Probably, I think where it really started to shift was in my 40s, where the, And you know, it's little shifts, little shifts, little shifts, to where when I was in my 60s, I thought I had arrived. And I have to say, I've evolved since then. So we're constantly evolving. Self-love is a daily practice. It's not a once and done thing. It isn't, well, let me think about it here and there. No, it takes consistency. The way I healed myself was every single day changing my thoughts, noticing what I'm thinking, taking responsibility for what I think, noticing how I'm feeling. All right, so what I want to talk about is our frequency. God is life. God is your life. God is existence, healing sickness, healing depression, plants, animals. God is joy. God is truth. God is love. God is intelligence. God is soul. God is spirit. And we can go into that further, but I think that's it for that right now. But what I want to talk to you about is how to shift the way we feel. So somebody says something to us. I can feel something here in the heart. So we notice, what frequency am I vibrating at? What is it that I'm feeling? What is it? Do I feel guilt or shame? Okay. I need to vibrate at a higher frequency. So how could I shift my frequency to something higher than guilt or shame? Well, I could go into gratitude. I could sit in silence and start saying prayers of gratitude, because I have a lot. I have so much. So guilt and shame are the two lowest vibrating emotions. So to shift from that, how can I be more loving? How can I vibrate a higher frequency? What could I do to reset? So asking yourself these questions, and the thing that I want to say about emotions and the thoughts that we think. So suffering, when we suffer, the state of suffering, does anybody want to take a guess at what that is? What its suffering is caused by? It's caused by a lot of different things, but simplified, why do we suffer?
Self-hate, self-judgment? No?
I mean, yeah, I think
Guilt.
it's all of those things. Sonia?
Guilt and shame I was going to say guilt and shame as well.
Ignorance of the self, not knowing who we are, not knowing how magnificent we are. If each and every one of us, and this is not, oh, it's different for me than it is for you. No, we are all created in God's image. Every single one of us has the spark of God, and the way God expresses is through us. It's the only way God can be expressed, is through us. So when you recognize Jesus came to awaken man, there was no church needed. We only needed one thing. You're not meant to suffer. So this is the doorway to live in harmony with God, to know how to speak, to know how to think. Recognize that we have, now people are going to misunderstand, I think, but I'm going to just say it. We all have the Christ within. Now, do we have Jesus within us? No, it's the consciousness. Christed consciousness is the elevated consciousness. We all have this within us. Every single one of us does. But there's a bunch of shit on top of it. And we have to clear, that crap away so that we're not thinking of ourselves as pieces of doo-doo, because we are not. We're way more than that. And so, all right, so I'm going to ask you, I've got a little bit more to share, and then we're going to go into the energy clearing. And I'm going to ask you to vote. Which would you rather do? Work through the principles of manifestation, how to manifest quickly, easily, effortlessly, or how to shift your frequency?
Shift frequency, because I'm not sure if you're not in the right alignment and the right frequency, then my mind says you're going to have trouble manifesting, or the manifestation.
You're abs bingo.
Okay.
Okay. Are we all on the same page? Is everybody going to vote for the same thing?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay. Okay, so a little bit more about where we're all at. And boy, oh boy, you know, the control within me when I had this issue with my kids was I wanted to fix it. I wanted to talk to them. And yet I needed to let it all go, right? And you let it all go. And I'm feeling it dissolving. I'm feeling it dissolving. So we're not to hate our conditions. We're not to hate where we are presently. Whatever it is, whether it's your living environment or your health or a lack or whatever it is you've got in your pocketbook, in your piggy bank, or wherever you keep your dough. So what we're doing is we're planting a new seed, not once, but daily, and it's getting into this habit. What I will say is if you wake up in the morning and you take a breath, and you just, before you're even out of bed, before you get up to pee, thank you, God, for this day. You are already putting yourself in a higher vibration by being in a state of gratitude. You know, this is not, you know, looking at all the pile of stuff that you've got to do, you know, whatever clearing of clutter or whatever organizing that you haven't been doing, or you haven't been creating the course that you said you were going to do, whatever it is. So we are not looking at that. We're planting a new seed every day, setting an intention for the day. Okay. What do I want for today? Oh, I intend for my day to be filled with peace, love, and joy. And that my vibration lifts others around me. Amen. Thank you. So that it's as simple as that, but setting an intention is basically you are setting your GPS for your day each day. Now, easy to get out of bed and start doing whatever, you know, the phone's ringing and, you know, you can get off track, but don't beat yourself up if you don't start your day that way. Don't beat yourself up. Just, you know, number one, prayer of gratitude. Number two, set my intention. And you could have a bunch of intentions written down, you know, so that you're ready to go. So you're not, I love this part. You're not a leaf in the wind. You are the wind itself. You are the ocean expressing as a wave. You are the cause, and the cause can always be changed. So we're talking about the kingdom within. The journey was never to a place. It is not a distant, far off land. You don't have to earn it. You only forgot where home was. The kingdom is an inner alignment. Can't read my writing. Something about reality and reality bends with our gratitude. I like that. Reality bends with our gratitude. So we're unlocking the God within. All right, so here we go. So this is huge stuff that I'm going to go over. Like this is mastery of life stuff, and we may have to rewrite it. I was going to do slides. Maybe I will create some slides if this is the portion that you really like. So the reality reset protocol, number one, pause. First thing that we want to do is make something happen. Well, what if we were to take our hands off the steering wheel, sit down in silence, and just sit in silence? Pause. Take your foot off the gas. Breathe. Sit with yourself. You're coming home to the kingdom within. And breathe. So you can instantly shift and reset your frequency from anger and lack. You can say, I withdraw my energy from the emotion of anger and lack. You disconnect from the frequency. I now align with peace, love, wholeness, embodiment. I now align with peace, love, wholeness, and embodiment. So this is step one. So part of that is the unplugging. That's actually the unplugging and withdrawing is step two. Pardon me. Unplugging is step two. Let's see if I've got it. Yeah. And then we hold an assumption, which only takes 30 seconds. I assume to hold a higher frequency. You can envision your future self. You can envision yourself, being in the place of your dreams, being in perfect wholeness, perfect health, experiencing joy. That will lift your frequency. And of course, then there's a bridge technique. Now, if you say to yourself, well, wholeness, well, that's a big reach. That's too far for me to, then take a little step. So if the gap is too big between where you're at and where you want to go, I want this, but you're feeling like I don't have it. I want more money. I want more health, but I feel like I don't have it. So that creates a gap. So what you do is you acknowledge where you're at. Okay. I know where I'm at. I see where I feel and see where I'm at. Let's take an intermediate step. Don't jump to the wealth. Don't jump to the $1 million mansion. Instead, I am attracting new opportunities. I am experiencing increasing flow. And now this is not about performance. It's not about acting in a certain way or being in a theater. It is inhabiting that, holding the belief and inhabiting it. You're not forcing change, but you're living from this desired frequency. And what it does is it illuminates your struggle. When your struggle is illuminated, it starts to dissipate.
Okay. Got that.
So when challenges arise, and they will, this situation is showing me I still have unconscious patterns. I still have a belief that I'm not worthy, or I'm not loved, or I'm not enough. Okay, I will work on that. I'll work on loving myself more. I will work on it being more accepting instead of telling myself I am not enough. I will begin to hold a different belief about myself. I am loved. I am enough. So you can ask, what frequency do I need to hold to shift this? Oh, well, love. Let me see. Love would shift it. Gratitude would shift it. Find the one that's the easiest for you to perform, for you to feel. Appreciation, is going to be higher than anger. So when there's a decision to make, we kind of laugh about it. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What would someone do that's living from kingdom consciousness? If I was living from kingdom consciousness, what would I do? What frequency would I be holding? You're asking yourself, and you're going to find the messages are going to start to flood your consciousness. All right. So then you want to do a frequency check-in at the end of the week. Okay. All right. I did pretty good most of the week. Sunday was kind of a fell off the wagon a little, woke up in fear, and I was in fear for most of the day. But the rest of the week, I was pretty good, pretty neutral, held a state of love. Most of the time I was in gratitude. So you do a weekly check-in. Where was I this week? What patterns am I willing to upgrade? Where was I this week? What patterns am I willing to upgrade? So I will tell you that one of my issues is letting go. I've been working on the letting go thing for a very long time. I thought I had it down, but there's some things that I have a difficult time with. Like the kid across the street does primal screaming, five, 6 screams in an hour. And it, I need to let it go. Maybe not tune my hearing so much to what I'm hearing. Let it go. All right, so we're going to go back through this reality reset protocol, and then I'm going to do the clearing. The first is the pause. What am I feeling? Is it anger, lack? Don't judge it. Recognize it. We're being kind. We're being loving. Don't judge it. Recognize it. I notice I am broadcasting from what frequency? Maybe it's anger frequency. This is not my true frequency. Number 2, disconnect from that frequency. All right, how can I unplug from this frequency? What could I do that would allow me to feel different about this situation? I withdraw my energy from this frequency. I am not this vibration. And then consciously choose the frequency you wish. That's the 3, reconnect. Gratitude, I think, is one of the easiest things to shift into because it's the fastest way, because it, you know, the first thing is I'm alive. Did I die in the night? No, I woke up today. I'm still alive. Yay. Thank you, God, that I am alive today. Thank you that I have food in my refrigerator. Thank you that my animals are alive. Thank you that the weather is good. Thank you that I feel good. Whatever it is, gratitude. But not from hope, not from trying, but remembering. This is key, Sonia. Not from
Yes.
not from hope. Not from hope. I hope I feel. No. Remembering when you did feel that way. So
That's a question.
mhm.
What if I don't remember ever feeling that way?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. So have you, what feeling can you relate to? Because I know love is a really difficult one when you've had a lot of trauma. So
So there are times when I listen to a lot of affirmations like every day, every morning, and we'll do them for several days in a row. And I notice that the more I do it, the better I feel.
good.
So with that as an example,
Okay.
I can use that as a remembrance. But in between those times when I fall off the wagon, so to speak,
Yeah.
and get lost in the trenches that you and I discussed,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling or thinking that way. And therefore, when I get to that point, remembering something, I may not remember that, hey, 2 weeks ago, maybe, I don't know if I should use this word. I felt hopeful. It felt like this is the way to be. This is the way things are going, just grand.
Well, hopeful is certainly a higher frequency than guilt and shame.
Okay.
Absolutely. So just pick a frequency that's higher than the one you were feeling.
Okay.
So there's I will share with you the chart of consciousness. Hang on one second. I'm going to do this real quick.
Is that in a PDF that you can email to us?
It's in a book, but for right now, I'm just going to hang on one second.
Okay.
You can Google it, and they like the consciousness chart by whoever that is, and then it'll come up. There you go.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that before, those cones.
Yeah.
All right. That's good to know.
So do you see this?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Is that going to come up bigger? There we go.
It's called consciousness chart.
Chart of consciousness. Yeah.
Chart.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's said that that Jesus vibrated at about 1,000.
mhm.
1,000. Peace is 600, joy 540, but fear is 100. So
Mhm.
anything that is above, even desire, is higher than fear.
Mhm.
Anger is higher than fear. Courage. So showing up, I gotta say, Sonia, you're showing up here. You're courageous. So even that courageous, you're courage and you're willing. So those are higher. Acceptance. Okay, I'm listening. I'm accepting what she's saying. Acceptance.
Okay.
So love may be a harder one to experience. It sure was for me for a long time.
Self-love. I mean, I thought I always felt I loved people. I felt that I put looking back, I put more into other people than I did to myself.
You're
So
not alone there.
yeah.
We need to learn to treat ourselves with, sometimes I stop myself. It's like, why this self-talk in your head? Why would I wouldn't let my friends talk to me that way. I wouldn't talk to a friend that way. Why am I talking to myself that way?
Right.
It's disrespectful, but it's not in love.
It's abuse, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
Yeah.
the guide here is, would I speak to a stranger the way I talk to me? The answer is no.
Right.
Yeah. No. I
And
take
it
a lot of
happens with the people in our family too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
Mhm.
you.
No, no, that's fine. I take a lot of time. I really think about what I say to others. Even if I am angry, I will hold my anger in so as not to hurt them. And so the answer to that question is no. And I don't, and then I don't say that to myself, right? I give it
Excuse me.
away, but I don't practice it on myself. So yeah, that's I
You,
understand now that makes a big difference.
you need to treat yourself with the same love and respect that you treat other people.
Yeah,
Um, you stub your toe and you say, "Oh God, how stupid am I?" Why would you say that? Would you say that to somebody that was with
Right.
you that stubbed their toe? You'd say, "Oh, wow, I know that hurts. Are you okay?"
yeah. Can I help you or whatever? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's a big piece of it, because if our
Yeah.
self-talk is always putting us down, it
Right.
really makes it hard to move your vibrations up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started a brand new project and it's a big project and I'm going back and forth like, did I bite off more than I can chew? And today I was relaxing actually on the massage table listening to music before the masseuse came in. And I thought, God will lead me. If this is meant to happen, I will give it my best and God will open the doors for me. If I sit here worrying and stewing and, then you're not open to the possibilities. It's either going to work or it's not. But
Hmm.
yeah, I can do this. And and I know from prior experience going into things that if I allow the universe to help me, the universe will help me,
Right.
but I have to be open to
Receive.
that. I have to be open to the universe being able, to be able to see what how the universe is guiding me. So I just stopped and I said, you know, my grandmother used to say a prayer before meals, and there was one line that I always loved that said, "Bless us and use us to thy honor and praise. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen."
Can you repeat that?
Bless us and use us to thy honor and praise. We ask this in Jesus' name.
I like
Amen.
I like that.
And it's not giving up your free will, but it's asking God to bless you and use you, guide you in the best way to be your best self, to be, um, and I really believe this is really a giving back kind of a project. And I really believe that I need to keep focusing not on all the nuts and bolts and all the stuff that has to get done to make it come to fruition, but believe in the purpose of it, the giving of it, the empathy, the help that I'm trying to put out, and God will guide me to the right place to make this happen.
I agree. Can I add something to that?
Sure.
And this works for all of us. So you see the end result. You see it come into fruition. You have that vision, and every day you see yourself doing the happy dance. I got it done. I got it done. Look at this. I'm doing that with my next home.
It's like an image board, like making an image board of
Yeah.
where you're going, and knowing that you will be, if this is meant to manifest, it will manifest. It will happen. Not that I don't have to work at it, but the vision is the end result. If I'm going in the right direction, things will fall into place.
The other thing that I want to say is that there's something to be learned about yourself. There's new skills that you're learning
Mm-hmm.
for this new project. You're stretching yourself. Don't forget, you're an infinite being. All right. So I don't want to spend any more time with the teaching because I know we still just have just over 30 minutes for the clearing. How was that? How did it land? Was it helpful? Was it insightful?
Yeah, it's helpful. I need to
Very
sit with them
helpful.
again and take more notes, but yeah, it kind of like all fell into place.
Oh, okay, good, 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 good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's the kind of thing that I need so much of. And, I get so busy and so with all the stuff, I waste too much time. But see, that's a negative statement. I need this, but I need it in a focused manner. If I don't meet with you guys every week, I don't do it. Yes, I should sit for an hour and read uplifting things and do this and watch. This makes me here, and I need it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll just share with you. So I got up I was awake at 5. It wasn't even light out. I sat for 3 hours listening to 3 of his audiobooks, which I have condensed. So what my goal is now, I'm going to create some slides because I feel like that will cement this
Yes.
wisdom. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Can I share one thing real quick?
Mhm.
So I'm going to condense this. I'm not good at it, but I'm going to anyway. My project is to make a homeless drop-in center where people can be treated with respect, can come and take a shower, wash their clothes, pick up clean clothes, maybe some counseling or direction or whatever, but mainly treating people with respect, not you're a disgusting person, you're out there homeless and dirty, and I offering showers to people and clean clothes it touches people in a way that, our self-esteem. Anyway, so pray for me.
Rebecca, Rebecca,
Yeah.
that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. I had a homeless guy. He lived with us sort of part-time the first year that I was in Boulder. This was I was in Boulder for 1 year, moved to California, then moved back. So it was that first year. He was the most generous man I'd ever met. He had food stamps. He was bringing stuff home for us because I let him do his laundry. I gave him a warm place to sleep when the shelter was closed. People are dying in the winter.
I know.
So it's a beautiful thing, Becca. I love that.
It's the respect, also, and the humanity.
We're all
The society treats you like you're thrown away and you should crawl into a corner and die, well, no. And actually many of the homeless people are very talented. They just hit a bad spot and ended up homeless.
well, they've had trauma.
Yeah.
All right, so
So
I'm gonna turn my fan around because it's kind of toasty in here, and then I'm gonna start. You can share if you have a request, something you want me to work on. You could put it in the chat. And you're welcome to mute yourselves in case you fall asleep, which you may do. And you're welcome to fall asleep. You will not miss anything if you do.
Okay.
Okay. Any special requests?
I would like some healing around being consistent with the things
That's
that we
good.
had talked about on my when we talked on Wednesday,
Okay.
and getting a routine down. That it's important. Like I said earlier, when I listen to my affirmations all the time, I like to be consistent in my morning practice, and which would therefore help with my manifestations.
Okay.
Yeah, I need help with focus and
Yeah,
perseverance and
yeah, all that.
and my diabetes and my fibromyalgia, you know, all of those things. If my body could heal, will heal, I would have more energy and focus as well. So it's like the whole package,
Yeah.
bringing them all back into alignment, my brain and what I want to do and my efforts and my keeping my health in a place where I can do the things that I want to do.
All right. So I'm going to start by I'm going to give you the mantra for diabetes. And I'm going to remind you, I know you know this. We don't want to own it.
No, not my diabetes, the diabetes, right?
Okay. I know it's so easy to do. And it's what we've been programmed with. All right. So for diabetes, my intake, assimilation, and elimination are in perfect order. I am at peace with life. I'll do it one more time. My intake, assimilation, and elimination are in perfect order. I am at peace with life.
Okay.
Okay. And you don't have to write those down because you'll have them with the.
Yep. Well, I just pull up a note card. I keep them here. So,
Jennifer, I would also like consistency in getting back on track with my exercise and my walking.
Okay.
I walked like back in October 23 to March 24. I did like every day, rain or snow, shine, it didn't matter, like 270, 220 some odd days straight.
Wow. Wow.
And then something happened
Mm.
and I stopped, and I have not gotten consistent since then. I'll stop for a week or two and then walk for a day or two, and so
Okay.
forth and so on.
I was on a stretching program that was working really, really well, and I don't remember why I stopped. And I know I keep saying, I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to get back to that 15 minutes, 3 times a week. And I just
Yeah, something
haven't
happened.
let myself get started again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got one more. This is Sonia. This is for you, but
Okay.
it's going to help all of us.
Okay.
I forgive everyone. I
Forgive everyone.
forgive myself. I nourish myself. So this is spinal stuff. So working on spine, and there's more. I give myself the gift of forgiveness, and we are all free. We are both free. We are all free. I let life flow through me. I am willing to live. All is well. I trust life to unfold before me in positive ways. It is safe to love myself. All of these will help us all.
Yes.
I
Okay.
willingly let go. I allow sweetness to fill my life. Okay, so now I'm going to start the energy clearing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
thank you all of you for being here. It is the highlight of my week, I have to say.
Well, that's good.
Thank you for being here.
All right. And feedback, you're welcome. If there was something that really hit home, if there's so we're all different learners. And I really did consider creating slides. It probably would have taken me about 3 hours to do it. I just I just wanted to get this info out to you, but if slides would be helpful, please let me know. And I
They
will.
would be helpful. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
It's
Because then I can-
something we could go back to, like note cards in a way,
Yeah, we could take
to spend
screenshots.
5 minutes reinforcing what you just taught us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
You know, so it's more condensed, but it's a reinforcement. Yes, like note cards. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if you would like to unmute yourselves, I won't mute me because you won't hear me if I do. So
Mhm.
I ask God to have a shield of love and truth around you permanently. So only God's love and truth exists between you and me. I allow the masters, teachers, and loved ones of you to channel through me out of whatever realm to say whatever they wish. I ask permission of the Lords of the Akashic Records that I may be able to look into the records of you and remove whatever information I am allowed. So I'm going to say the prayer twice silently, and then your records will be open. I'll announce it. Records are open. All right, working with Radiant God on high, forces of light, angels of light, guardian angels, high council, Holy Spirit, surrounding us all with a shield of light and the violet flame. I call forth angels of light, guardian angels, high council, Holy Spirit. Clearing all thought forms, clearing any negativity, clearing, balancing positive and negative energies, clearing discarnates in the aura, discarnates in possession, discarnates in past lives. Place a triple light shield around all separates, clearing separates type 1, type 2, shadow energy, and programming. Okay, upgrade the vessels. This is coming from your guides. I'm asking for your physical form to be upgraded. Clear looping and beyond looping thoughts. Clearing obsessive thoughts. Clear miscellaneous blocks. Cancel and burn all contracts, and any that can't be canceled and burned, I ask that they be fulfilled and completed. Clear the belief of beliefs and unplug you from the decaying universe. Clear scarring. I ask to open a contract to unplug you from the world energies, positive and negative, and close this contract with your high selves. Clearing subconscious clutter, clearing conscious and subconscious memory. Clear any holes, rips, openings, tears in your auric field. Apply grounding to your bodies and energy bodies. Clear anything that is less than radiant love. Clearing hatred of men. Clearing any blocks to love. Clearing the metacognitive self. Clearing the meta-emotional body. Clearing hate. Clearing self-punishment. Clearing selfishness. Clearing guilt. Clear greed. Clear self-centeredness, despair, fear, clear abandonment, clear depression, Clear feeling like a failure, clearing unworthiness and unhappiness, clearing unforgiveness, toxic shame, terror, suffering, suicide, self-sabotage, clearing spiritual suicide and self-doubt, clear self-pity, clear any illness. Clear webs, cords, hooks, psychic hooks, vows, contracts, oaths, and agreements, clear. Oh, good. Heal the 13 bodies. Apply a brain tuner. Apply kinesiology. Apply grounding. Clear parasites, clear bacteria, clear viruses and fungus. Apply consciousness changing. Apply homeopathic remedies, especially oak and olive. Apply integrated body therapy. Apply physics of the soul, divine healing. Apply and remove blocks to direct healing. Raise the physical and auric vibrations. Apply flower essences and vibrational healing. Do an alpha to omega clearing, 0 time clearing, clearing of all. Okay, clearing blocks to perseverance. Clear repeating thoughts. Clearing backache. Clear any past life energies causing issues in the back or neck. Clearing any aneurysms of the great vessels. Clear all past life energies of hate of life, hate of self. Clear. Clear all past life energies of alcoholism, hate of life, hate of God, hate of self, failure, depression, suicide, self-punishment, self-limitation, self-destruction. It's also related to obsessive thoughts. Clearing also addictive habits. Cleansing emotional confusion, clearing mental confusion. Clearing depression. Clearing dalliance. This has to do with hesitation, refusal to change, procrastination, stubbornness, and all. I asked to clear all past life energies of fear, hate of life, hate of self, helplessness, failure, despair, apathy, and escapism. And in that vein, I'm clearing despondency, fear of life, fear of failure, hate of life, hate of self. Spiritual suicide can cause despondency. Clearing all of those, clearing, cutting yourself off from God. Clear the habit. Clearing for the ancestors, anything that I have cleared, I'm asking for it also to be cleared for all of your ancestors. High blood pressure clearing, clearing all past life carryover energies of self-limitation, self-destruction, depression, frustration with life, hate of life, health abuse, self-punishment. Clear it now and forevermore. Clear blocks to consistency. Working on the pancreas. Clearing any past life energies that are remaining in this lifetime, in this physical form. Clear any past lives where you were killed in a sugarcane. Clear any past lives where you were killed by a serpent, a snake, a spider in a sugarcane field. Or any kind of accident you might have had in a sugarcane field. Clear that too. Clear past lives where you are in fear of being harmed again. Clear any blocks to being consistent. So we are clearing any persistent bad habits here. Anything that might be harmful to the body, whether it's keeping late hours, having your circadian rhythm, challenged upside down, procrastination, eating, or uncontrolled emotions, any of that, we're clearing all of that now. So you have to use our will to break patterns, but that should help you. Doing a little rejuvenation on you, mind, body, spirit. Clearing resistance to change, resistance. You clear skepticism. That could be, I don't believe it's possible, whatever it is that you feel skeptical about. So it's clearing all the past lives where the skepticism has originated, clearing all carryover energies of feeling forsaken by other people, forsaken by God, hate of men, hate of women, hate of God, bitterness, betrayal, injustice, anger at others and God, helplessness, doom, despair, failure, frustration, cruelty, and self-limitation. Backfill all areas with love, please. Clear sleep apnea. Let's clear all past life energies of fear of being killed in your sleep. Clear the guilt from the past lives and all the past life energies related. Please clear all carryover energies of guilt, hate of self, intense hate of life, health abuse, self-punishment, depression, cowardice, self-limitation, and restlessness. Clearing any unresolved energies or accumulation of discordant energies in the present life, clearing all past life energies of anger, hate of life, hate of men, hate of women, betrayal, depression, self-limitation, and sexual abuse. Stimulating the healing response. Clearing all past life energies of frustration, hate of life, hate of self, depression, self-destruction, failure, despair, self-limitation, guilt, self-destruction, and unforgiveness. Clearing stress, accumulated stress, the stress of the day, obsessive thoughts, excessive emotions, inappropriate actions, stomach upset, sleeplessness, heart palpitations, indigestion, backache, and a short temper. Clearing all of that. Thank you. Releasing tension from the shoulders and neck, stomach, back, arms, chest, and legs. We take a nice deep breath and exhale. It's one way to release tension, but this will also help. Clearing the thalamus, clear the carryover energies of fear, hate of life, hate of self, health abuse, alcoholism, and illness, depression, doom, despair, and self-destruction. Working on your feet so that you will be able to walk. Clearing the thyroid, clearing any past life energies for the ancestors or you where you may have cursed or denied God in the past. Clear all carryover energies of hate of God, intense hate of God, hate of men, hate of women, hate of self, hate of life, self-limitation, self-destruction, and self-punishment. Clearing toxicity, clearing all past life energies of hate, hate of life, hate of men, hate of women, anger, health abuse, bitterness, doubt of life, self-destruction, excessive guilt, for misuse of body by chemical substances, whether it's this lifetime or another. Backfill with love. And clearing blocks to consistency. Clearing all past life energies where there was trauma from this life or others. Let's clear guilt, hate, hate of men, hate of, let's see, women, intense helplessness, despair, self-limitation, self-destruction, excessive hate of life. Clear now. Clear all carryover energies of hate of God, hate of life, hate of women, health abuse, frustration, hate, helplessness, anger, cruelty, despair, sadism of God, separation from God, terror of life, and unforgiveness. Clear all past life carryover energies of fear, hate, anger, frustration, hate of men, hate of women, alcoholism, depression, protection, anger at life, so that you build a wall around yourself, clearing self-punishment, sadism, and unforgiveness, clearing now and forevermore. Thank you. Giving you a little healing assist here. Clearing pain. Clearing all past lives that are bleeding through to the now, causing you any kind of physical pain. So perhaps where you were hung, killed with a spear, an arrow, beheading gunshot operation. Clearing all the past lives that could be causing you physical pain currently. Clear all past life energies of fear, anger, hate of God, hate of life, hate of self, frustration, helplessness, guilt, alcoholism, depression, self-punishment, self-limitation, self-destruction, doubt of life, and suicide. Clear the past life energies of frustration, forsaken by life, hate of women, hate of men, injustice of life, despair, doubt of mankind, separation from God, and self-destruction. Giving you some inner strength and resilience. Clearing out past life energies of hate of God, hate of life, hate of self, hate of men, hate of women, guilt, alcoholism, anger at life, despair, depression, self-punishment, self-destruction, failure, and suicide. Clearing any carryover energies of hate of God, hate of men, hate of women, hate of life, hate of self, forsaken by God, depression, doom, failure, self-punishment, hate, cruelty, helplessness, guilt, and unforgiveness. Download the power codes and power symbols in the one known universe to your body and energy body. Clear your egos to be less than 4%. Clear soul purposes to be a single digit number. Clear soul fragments to their highest possible blueprint level. Reassimilate them back into your body and energy body. Clear the emotions. Clear sadness, sorrow, grief, guilt, shame. Clear abandonment. Clear rejection. Clear heartache. Clear anger. Clear blame. Clear victimization. Clear hopelessness and helplessness. Clear overwhelm. Clear depression. Clear grief. Clear pride. Clear despair. Clear shock. Clear sadness, sorrow. Clear love unreceived. Clear effort unreceived. clearing abandonment, clearing forlorn, clearing lost, clear anxiety, clear despair, clear disgust, clear nervousness and worry, clear failure, hopelessness, helplessness, lack of control, low self-esteem, and backfill with love. Clearing confusion, clear defensiveness, clear grief, self-abuse, stubbornness, sorrow, sadness, rejection, discouragement, crying. Clear anger, clear bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment. Clear taken for granted, panic, indecisiveness, frustration, depression. Clear blaming, dread, fear, horror, peeved. Clear conflict, clear creative insecurity, terror, clear unsupported and wishy-washy, clear pride, shame, shock, unsupported, unworthiness, worthlessness, clear overwhelm, backfill with love, please. Clear lust, longing, jealousy, and humiliation. Clear blaming, clear dread, clear fear, clear horror, clear peeved. Clear resentment, hatred, guilt, bitterness, and anger. Clear sorrow, sadness, rejection, discouragement, crying. Clear worry and nervousness. Backfill with love in all places, in all areas. Guarantee everything is cleared. Is there anything left to do, clear, or apply? Do an alpha to make a clearing, 0-time clearing. Apply grounding to each and everybody's body and energy body. Clear idea, clear thought, clear infinite levels before thought, clear levels 1 through 6, clear levels 7 and 8, clear subconscious stuff, clear subconscious odds and ends, clear the fire planet energy, clear animal energy, clear imprint of brain damage, clear creator programming, clear accidents, illness, Alzheimer's, and dementia, clear anything below chart 3. Vows, contracts, oaths, and agreements, clear. Your sole purpose is to be a single-digit number. Fill all voided areas with golden crater light. And do an alpha to make a clearing, please. A 0-time clearing and close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, and close everyone's Akashic records. Hey, everybody, your gooses are cooked. So I'm going to say, I love you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here early. It helped Ashley and I both out tremendously. Thank you.
So
All
this
right.
will be the time every week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it work okay with you?
Yes, as long as nothing else.
Yeah.
I come home, my massage is supposed to be my time 2 to 3, and then this is 4 to 5:30. So there's an hour in there that's fine for traffic and travel and,
Okay.
so it works. As long as nothing else happens.
Right. And I'm okay with you falling asleep, Becca.
Yeah, today I'm just like, so,
Mm.
that's okay.
I had my nap before I was here. I like my naps. All right, my dears, I will see you next Friday and I will get you the recording, and we'll have a slide presentation.
Cool.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next week.
All right.
Positive thoughts.
Bye.